Hey, what's up, you guys? So I know that I said I was going to make a Arrowverse Invasion crossover review this week, but that sounds like a little ambitious, and I was not able to get it done. This is a big project that I'm working on, and I promise, I will either have it out to you sometime next week, or most definitely by next Friday. So, what am I going to do to hold you guys over till then? I am going to do my top 10 favorite Marvel superheroes. Yeah, no more DC, guys. We're moving into Marvel now. So, yeah, let's begin. Alright, guys, let me clarify this. This is going to be my top 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe superheroes. So this isn't gonna be like in the Marvel Netflix shows or in the Marvel comics or in the Marvel ABC shows or any of that, because I simply just have not seen or read enough of those to comment on that. So yeah, top 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe superheroes. Let's dive in. Alright, coming in at number 10 is going to be Scott Lang. Now, Scott Lang, you can kind of think in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as the everyman, you know? He really has powers, but he doesn't really know how to use them quite as good as all the other heroes do. He's not as experienced, and yes, you can say that Peter Parker is less experienced than him, but I feel like Peter Parker is more experienced, the everyman for like younger teenagers, and Scott Lang is more of the everyman for adult fans that love the MCU. You know, he doesn't have much money. He just wants to care for his kid. He really likes to quip and make jokes. You know, he would just be the kind of guy, him and Peter Parker would just be the kind of guys you would want to hang out with, you know? So, this is going to be my number 10 for my top 10 favorite Marvel superheroes. So, yeah, let's move on to number 9. Alright, my dudes, coming in at number 9 is going to be Hawkeye. I really enjoy Jeremy Renner in this role. I feel that he plays this role down flat. So, yeah, but I just feel that we haven't seen him in enough movies to really put him higher up on this list. You know, we've seen him in, we saw him a little bit in Thor. We saw him in Avengers, obviously. We saw him in Avengers Age of Ultron. We saw him in Captain America Civil War. And we will see him coming up in Avengers Endgame. But when you consider all of the other superheroes, like Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, even Black Widow, she's been in a lot more movies than Jeremy Renner has. So, yes, and she's a lot more of a prominent mainstay character. Hawkeye himself is kind of more of a, you know, I'll come when I come kind of superhero. You know what I mean? He doesn't come around a lot, which is good because we don't, he doesn't overstay his welcome, but we just don't get to know him as well as some of the other superheroes higher up on this list. So, coming in at number 8 is going to be Falcon, Sam Wilson. I really enjoy this character because we have seen him a lot before, and I hope we get to see him a lot again. He's kind of a more comedic and funny Avenger, just like Ant-Man if he was an Avenger. But yeah, this guy is ex-Navy SEAL. He's best friends with Captain America. And yeah, ever since he was introduced in The Winter Soldier, I've really liked him. I really liked that on your left kind of joke in Winter Soldier, and I just really enjoyed him. I'm glad he got to be able to get Red Wing in Captain America Civil War. Sad he didn't get to use it in Infinity War, but hopefully they bring him back and he gets to use it in Avengers 4. Maybe not. They probably will bring him back, but I just hope that he gets to use Red Wing again, because I really like the little drone kind of idea with Red Wing. And yeah, I just really enjoy this character. If there was one Marvel superhero that I could be, I would be the Falcon, because I would just have so much fun flying around with those mechanical wings. I would kind of have to get used to them at first, but I'm sure I can learn how to navigate and fly those things. So, coming in at number 7 is going to be Shuri. Now, yes, I know I said this was a hero list, and you could argue Shuri's not a hero, she's just an assistant. But listen, bros, she fought in Black Panther, she fought in Infinity War, she is a BA to the max. She is a hero in the MCU. Plus, she's smart as heck. You gotta love her. I mean, like, she's smart, she's funny, she's quirky. She's kind of like the girl version of Tony Stark, but a little bit more quirky. Actually, I think you could think of her more of a girl version of Peter Parker. Just like Peter Parker not being quite on her intelligence scale because of her making those. Because you gotta think, she had to build in Black Panther all 4 of those suits for him to choose from. She didn't know which one he was gonna choose, so she built 4 suits and had him choose one that she built, and the other ones were technically not used. Well, one of them was used by Killmonger, but the other one not used. So, if she does become a Black Panther or the Black Panther in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I am assuming she is going to use the suit that she did not use, that was not worn in Black Panther as her suit. So yeah, I really enjoy Shuri, and I know that she survived. It's confirmed that she survived the snap, so hopefully we do get to see her in Avengers 4. Alright, yes, I know, I said Marvel Cinematic Universe characters, but guys, I got some good news for you. This week, Marvel officially acquired 20th Century Fox. So all of these characters will be able to come to, all of the X-Men characters will be able to come to Marvel. Will be able to come to the Marvel Cinematic Universe very, very soon, which is exciting. So, yes, I am counting this as a Marvel Cinematic Universe character. Quicksilver from the X-Men films. Now, you could say, Dude 900. Why? I mean, they already have a Quicksilver in this Marvel Cinematic Universe that you could go off of. But he just got oofed in the first movie that he was in, and he died. He was stabbed in the heart by an Ultron soldier and died. So yeah, that's what happened to him, and I just believe that this Quicksilver is much better, and I do understand some of the legal repercussions of having Quicksilver in one of their movies. Like, they probably had a deal. You can use him in this movie, but you gotta axe him off at the end. Either have him axe off or leave at the end. And they didn't know that they were gonna acquire 20th Century Fox yet or not. So they just axed him off at the very end. Now, hopefully, with the Infinity Stones, they are able to bring people back to life. I do feel like that would be kind of a retcon, but I feel like it would be worth it to be able to meet Quicksilver in the Marvel Cinematic Universe again. But let's just talk about this Quicksilver. This Quicksilver is just awesome. This is a guy that you can just chill with. One of my favorite scenes with him is just him running through the X Mansion with the sweet dreams are made of this. You know that song, I don't exactly know who that's sung by, but I do love that song. So yeah, that's one of my favorite scenes with this guy. I think that's from X-Men Apocalypse. This guy this guy is really awesome, and I do enjoy his character. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I really enjoy this Avenger. She's kind of a new Avenger. She messes up a lot, especially in Sokovia, when they went down there to try to stop Crossbones, and she blew up the building in Civil War. I actually think she blew up multiple buildings. So yeah, I just really enjoy her character in her arc with Vision. I like her arc with Vision, and I also enjoyed her arc in Civil War, as I mentioned, the grief and the pain that she had to go through, and ending up going to go fight Iron Man and his team. And one of my favorite arcs with her was just in her first movie, Avengers Age of Ultron, her kind of redemption arc from this evil witch girl working for Ultron into a true Avenger in fighting with them against Ultron. So yeah, I really enjoyed her character, and I hope we get to see more of her throughout the movies and learn more about her. Alright, coming in at number 4 is going to be T'Challa. Now, yes, I am one of the people that does think this movie is a little bit overrated, but I still do really enjoy T'Challa and his character and just the world of Wakanda in general. But this is more about T'Challa, so we're going to talk about him. In Civil War, when we first met him, he was a very cool character. He was more of the silent but deadly kind of type. He was more going after his father's killer, and then at the end of the movie realizing that it's not worth it for revenge. And in Black Panther, obviously, because he got more focus, I feel that he had a better arc in Black Panther than in Civil War. Of him trying to become the king, but not feeling that he's up to his father's potential, and learning by the end of the movie to use Wakanda to be a good king by using Wakanda's resources to help the world instead of keeping to themselves and defending themselves against the world. So, yeah, I feel that T'Challa will be an amazing king. I feel that he has a very good moral compass behind him, and that he will, now that Wakanda's open to the world, have more heroes coming to Wakanda to be able to ask him for help. So, yeah. So, coming in at number 3 is going to be Tony Stark. Now, I know every single Marvel fanboy out there is going to be like, what? Tony Stark should have been at number 1. What's your problem, dude 900? Let me explain before you go blabbing out in the comments, alright? So, Tony Stark, I feel, is an awesome character. I feel that he's got in a great arc throughout these movies, from being this drunk playboy party animal to an actually semi-responsible, very father-type mentor to Peter, and actually becoming the hero that he dreamt of being since Iron Man 1. And I feel that in Avengers Infinity War, when you watch him grow, like, go watch Iron Man 1 and then go watch Avengers Infinity War. You will see a significant difference in Tony Stark and Iron Man. How he is able to control his powers so easily now, how he is more willing to get up and actually help people. More of these top two. The reason why he's at number 3 is these top 2 are more personal kind of, for me, superheroes that are better. But I feel that this hero is worthy of being number 1 on most people's list. Okay, what? At the beginning of this video, you said there was gonna be only Marvel Cinematic Universe superheroes in it. But you've already had 2 Fox heroes. Get your facts straight. I know. Before you go off saying that in the comments, as I said before in this video, Marvel has acquired 20th Century Fox's superheroes, so yeah, I consider this guy to be a Marvel Cinematic Universe superhero now. Deadpool even more, because of Once Upon a Deadpool. That was kind of his introduction into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, being a PG-13 movie instead of a rated R movie. Anyway, let's get into the reasons why I actually love this character so much that I would put him at number 2 on my favorite Marvel Cinematic Superheroes list. So, obviously, this guy is awesome. You actually want to hang out with this guy. You want to go have a beer with him. He seems really easy to talk to. He'll suddenly blurt out an 80s reference or a 90s reference or some kind of nerd pop culture reference, but you'd somehow but you'd somehow understand it. Even if you don't, you'd somehow just laugh anyway. Ryan Reynolds, I feel, perfects this role. If anyone else was in this role, it would just come off as annoying and unfunny. But because Ryan Reynolds is in this role, I feel that he was born to play Deadpool. I feel that this man was born to play Deadpool. I mean, and not the Wolverine Origins Deadpool where he had his mouth sewed shut. No, that kind of Deadpool. I'm talking real, authentic Deadpool, like this Deadpool. So, yeah, I really enjoy this character. I feel that he is really funny. I feel that they really love and cherish the comics so much that they put so much effort and care into both of his movies. And I hope that Disney, and I hope and trust that Disney will give him the same amount of care that 20th Century Fox did for him. Surprise, surprise! My number one is Spider-Man. Now, if you guys have seen my video before this, I did do a top 10 Marvel superheroes list, but I feel that one was not up to par with this one, so I made this one a new one, an updated one instead. So, yeah. But this guy was still my number one. I just love this guy. I find him so relatable and so funny. I just loved Spider-Man Homecoming. It was a great movie. And yes, I have seen all the videos, and I know that there is flaws with it. There's not much consequence. There's not... Peter Parker isn't what he's like in the comics, you know. All those kinds of complaints I've heard about it. And yes, I do agree with the not much consequence in that Peter always comes in at the last minute and saves the people before they die kind of mentality of this movie. There's only one death in this movie that I can think of. I don't know of a second one, but the only death was the first Shocker that I can think of off the top of my head, and that was played up for more of a comedic effect. I guess you can count two if you count Uncle Ben, but he's not really even mentioned in this movie that much. He's mentioned in like one line by either Aunt May or Peter Parker, but yeah, he's not mentioned much in this movie at all, which is a good thing. I mean, we've seen Uncle Ben's death so many times before that this is a nice departure from that trope in Spider-Man movies, just like it departs from a lot of tropes that we've seen before in Spider-Man movies. So, yeah, really enjoying Peter Parker in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and keep up the good work with this character. Marvel really liking him. So, yeah, those are my top 10 Marvel characters. Let me know your top 10 Marvel characters down below. I really do love Marvel. I love both Marvel and DC. And I will make a video about them, the Marvel DC controversy, and my thoughts on that. Shorthand, do not like it whatsoever. I feel that if you're a Marvel fan and a DC fan, I feel that's fine. You know? So, yeah. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And I promise you, I am working on that invasion video right now.